knock everything over. This is not my normal setup and I'm not digging it. All right, so here's the thing. On YouTube, it totally looks like I'm in a ghost hunt right now. Cool. All right. So if y'all want to watch me in a ghost hunt looking thing, yeah. All right. So I'm doing channeled shamanic reads tonight. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, hi, I'm Bodhi. I am a professional practicing shaman. I will be doing shamanic reads tonight. If you guys have never seen or heard of what a channeled shamanic read is, this is where a practicing shaman will channel your energy and will pull through from wherever it comes, what it is that you need to know right now. Sometimes this can be symbolism. Sometimes it can be imagery. Sometimes it can be colors, animals, songs, numbers, etc. So I already have several tickets sold. And if you guys would like to grab one, they are on my website right now. I am going to go down the list. These are kind of sold. These are kind of just in the order that you guys came in on the website. Okay. So not only I'm doing two different types. There is a mini one, which is short, anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. Okay. And then the full ones will be anywhere from probably 5 to 10 minutes. It just kind of depends how much information. Sometimes I get the information really quick. Sometimes I kind of have to pull your energy a little bit. So bear with me, guys, when it comes to your turn. If you guys fall asleep, if you can't stay the whole time, because trust me, my tickets will sell out and then I will end up on here for about 2.5 to 3 hours with a hair in my mouth, because there you go. So if you guys fall asleep, I don't need you to be here to pull your energy and channel this information for you. It will be on YouTube. If you guys are on TikTok, you don't follow me on YouTube, please do so. It is obviously the Blue Bodhi. And I do want to address something real quick because I see that there's a whole ton of you guys in here. Let me tell you that I will never, ever reach out to you and ask you for a read. I never, ever say, Grand Rising, beloved. So I'll tell you what, if you ever get a message from somebody claiming to be me that starts off with, well, first, if you get a message from somebody claiming to be me, but second, if it starts off with Grand Rising, beloved, you have my absolute free, focused permission to fuck with them mercifully and then report and block them. Have fun, waste their time because they waste yours, mine, and everybody else's. So fuck them in their little faces. Have fun with it. You have my permission. All right. So let me start getting on this since we have a list to get through. Like I said, if you guys would like to grab a ticket, they are on sale on my website. And you can find that on my link tree if you guys are on YouTube. Same thing with you guys on TikTok. Excuse me, TikTok and YouTube words. I don't know words. By the way, how many of you guys on here are in Texas? What the fuck's up with y'all's heat here? What's up with this? Oh my God. Just saying what I'm saying. All right, Miss Tiffany Speed, you're first. You ready? I had something specific here. There we go. There's my Tiffany. So Tiffany, the first thing I see is a big crane. And let me pause really quickly, because when I'm channeling this for you guys, if I just say, hey, here's this bird, here's this color, here's this, whatever, this is what I'm seeing. If it's not a message, I'm telling you these because I want you to go and look up the meaning of those individual things. It's kind of like a logic puzzle I'm giving you, only because I'm not in front of you and I can't sit and look it up and give you everything. Okay. So if I'm telling you different, here's what I'm seeing. This is a color. This is an animal. This is whatever. This is for you personally to look up. That's your message. Okay. It's going to be all kinds of different things. I'm just letting y'all know. All right. Now I got to give them back in there. Should have given that disclaimer first, but hey, this is how my mind works today. How are y'all doing? Thank you, Miss Kathy. So Tiffany, this is actually a specific kind of crane. It's the big white crane with the red top, the red head. And then that morphs into the crane with the reeds, with the towers. So what I'm seeing now is absolutely It's like an Asian, I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, but it's got the temples. I can't see the temples clear enough to tell you which one it is because Japanese, Chinese, and Korean all have different temple styles. This one is very dark. But what's funny is even though I'm seeing it on the long thing, it's real. Like I'm seeing it real. So the crane is important. The reeds are important. And there's 6 levels to the temple. So you still have a lot of levels to go before you reach where you need to go. The crane is important because the crane is what's helping to get you there right now. But the reeds are also important because the reeds are the things standing in your way to get to that first level. The thing with the reeds is that some of them are buried in the water and you can't see them. So you keep stepping on them and tripping. But you get back up. And then again, I see the crane. The crane is really important. I have no idea what the crane means. The crane is important. And it's that specific crane with the red crown. Once you get past the reeds, Tiffany, though, once you get past the reeds and get past the, what's funny is I see the reeds like this, and then I also see broken ones underneath the water. So my mods that are here tonight, I am not in the mood for trolls. Just saying, not in the mood for trolls. So Tiff, it says sale ended. It shouldn't, because none of them have a sale time. Okay. Let me go through and look. Because, yeah, I just fixed it beforehand. But, hey, Wix is kind of a dick, so it is what it is. Trying to fix it for y'all. All right. Y'all have to forgive us, too. The internet here is kind of slow. Okay, so the mini channeled reads are now... You might refresh your browser and try again, guys, and see if that helps. I don't know why it's saying that. I'm about to throw it out the window. Y'all ever watched a shaman throw a laptop into a pool? You want to? All right. Refresh. Try it again. Refresh. Try it again, guys. Should be fixed. Just saying. So, Tiffany, as soon as I saw your name, I see the crane again. So the crane is uber important for you. So the next one is Amy Walker. And you guys on YouTube, I'm going to apologize because I have my ticket list up, so I can't see what you guys are saying. I guess I could fix that, huh? I could be a cool person. Y'all know me, you know I'm not a cool person. I mean, I am. I'm just not cool in the ways that matter. All right. Or wait, would that be wrong? I am cool in the ways that matter, but that doesn't matter in the real world. I don't know. Does that make sense? Any of that? Words? Shit? Fuck? Okay. All right. Miss Amy. So Amy has a full read. So Amy, the first thing I see is like this sweeping, it's like purple satin. It goes like this. And it's on the bottom. It's literally just sweeping around the bottom like this, up and down. And on top of that is a turquoise diamond. And it's spinning counterclockwise. So Turquoise in particular represents healing, but it also represents peace. It also represents wisdom. But spinning counterclockwise is undoing things. So that diamond spinning backwards like that is helping to undo damage. And then I see the mountains. And then I see pine trees, humongous tall pine trees. So if you're standing, there's a big pine tree here. It's taller than this pine tree, and it's on a road. So when you're standing like this and the pine trees are like this, there is a mountain, and it's snow-capped back here. I mean, there's some smaller ones in the thing. This is there where you are. This is there in Breckenridge. This is there where you are. This is the north end of town, the very north end of town. And it's just a 2-lane blacktop, but there's one huge tall pine tree and one that's kind of smaller, but the mountain is right there. There is something with that view. There is something right there in particular with that spot that is important. And then I keep seeing pink coming like this. It keeps coming at the edges of my vision like that. It did it with the diamond, and now it's doing it again as I'm trying to back off from the mountain and the trees. The mountains are your happy place, Amy. That's why you're there. The mountains, one of the things about the mountains, guys, if you've never been to the Rockies, I highly recommend you do so. Not only will they make you feel amazing, especially even if you go to the top of a smaller one, but they're very cleansing and they're very clarifying, and they will also make you feel absolutely tiny. Then I see a whole bunch of ice, just a block, not like ice on you, just a block of ice, Amy. You're rushing ahead right now, but I'm just going to let you know that that ice represents a stoppage. It represents being stagnant. It represents being frozen. So you're rushing ahead spiritually right now everywhere you're going. And just so you know it's coming, you're going to hit a wall. You're going to smack and hit a wall. And it is going to frustrate you, but at the same time, that is your time to take a breath and to pause. And then I see a really tall young man he's tall and slender, and he has kind of sandy brown hair, and it's longer up here and shorter back here. Not quite the 50s style, but he kind of flips it like that. He's wearing a black sweater. He makes me dizzy. He is really good for you and really bad for you at the same time. So that's the warning there. You have to be very measured and very careful with him. And I see him now transposed over the mountain. So he's going to come into your path for a reason. The problem is you're going to start to get really, really attached, and you're going to have to make sure that you don't do that. Enjoy the time in his life and him in your life for what it is. And then I see it's red. I thought it was a car at first, but it's not. I think it's just a massive, the color red. What's up, Amy? What's up with this? Are you having headaches? What's up with that? Because when I'm focusing on your energy, it's like my whole, all in here. It's like a band right across here, and it just hurts really bad. Make sure you get that checked out. Don't let that go too far, okay? Because that sucks. That sucks. That hurts. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry you're going through that. Ooh, that's a lot, Amy. I don't know if Amy's here. I don't know if Amy's here and heard that. Your third eye hurts. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. because it starts right here, right in here. But yeah, my whole eyes, everything hurt. Okay. So here's what I would say to that, especially if it's your third eye that's hurting. It's like a lot of pressure in it. It's like somebody trying to push to get out. Open that slowly. Open that slowly. Okay. Miss Catherine Mazzell, you ready? And I'll tell you what, guys, if you have one of these readings from me and you go and you decipher it and, you know, so on or whatever, please feel free to message the site, message me and be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. This is what's up, blah, 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 blah. It may take me a minute to answer you back because I have a crazy ass fucking schedule the next 2 weeks, but I will, I promise. Okay. All right, Catherine, you ready? You're welcome, Amy, honey. I love you too. Thank you for the gifts, love. I appreciate it. So, Catherine, as soon as I started channeling your energy, I've been using my lotus bracelet and pulling it forward like normal, but I felt like I had to start going backwards. And as I started going backwards, it's like I see this line, and it's yellow, and it has these lines on it like this, and you're stepping backwards. So you've got to go back. Something has you in a stop. Something has you in a stalemate. Not only does it have you in a stalemate, but the line is bright yellow. So in having you in that stalemate and having you paused, it's draining a lot of happiness and it's draining a lot of hope from you right now. So you're going to have to start going back. But here's the thing. Don't turn around and go back face forward. Just back up. Back up from the whole of the situation. Back up once. Take a look at it. Back up from that. Take a look at it. It's literally taking a step back. It's not turning around and looking backwards. It's taking a step back from each one. And then I see a whole bunch of roses, beautiful pink roses. Pink is important. And you have this huge cobalt colored gem. You know, when you look at a cartoon diamond and it's pointed at the bottom and then it slants up and has the flat on the top, it's that kind of gem, but it's cobalt, super cobalt, like almost like a sapphire. I have a feeling it probably is a sapphire because when I said sapphire, that's... And then I see a whole bunch of rice. And then there's a teddy bear with a red bow tie. And then the teddy bear morphed into, you sent me a video one time of one of your sons playing the guitar. The teddy bear morphed into him playing the guitar. There's a specific riff he plays that he came up with that he plays repeatedly over and over. It's very short. And the sounds of it to me when I'm hearing it they're all pinks and reds. This is his connectivity. And then there's a shorter lady with him. She's kind of, I'm going to say stout because that's the word she told me to use. And she has short hair. So, Kathy, there's a whole bunch of things coming your way. That's why you have to step back from these situations, back, and look at everything in the big picture from each vantage point, because there's a lot of things coming your way that are going to be very tough. You have a really important path. You have a really, really important thing that you have to do, but there is one thing that's going to come up that is going to have to shove you to that path, and I just want you to know. Just letting you know. So there you go. I'll blink my eyes for a minute. All right, Amberly, you ready? So if you guys sent money through Cash App, just know I will send it back to you because I can't go through and see on Cash App. So if you want to get a reading this evening, make sure that you go through the website. So, okay. So Miss Kathy, hey, will one of you guys remind me to message Kathy Mazzell Monday? Kathy, I'll be traveling home tomorrow, but I need to message you about the end of that reading. So you guys are just coming in if you're just catching this stuff. It is being streamed live on YouTube as well, so you can go through and listen back to it because what I'm giving you are the pieces that I'm channeling through. It's not always a message. Sometimes it's a color. Sometimes it's a bird. Sometimes it's whatever. This is kind of like a logic puzzle. So you have to go back through. It's almost homework. You're getting homework with your reading. If you've never had a shamanic channeled reading before, this is how they go. They're weird pieces of information that gives you the message. So when you go back and you look up, okay, what does purple mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? This is why I've got it on YouTube for you guys so you can go back and listen. Okay. So Miss Amber, you ready? And I'll refresh this because that way I can see my whole list and I can tell you guys how many are left. So Amber, as soon as I pulled into your energy, my eyes get pulled to the right, and then I heard the word brain. And then as soon as I heard the word brain, there's a big brain in front of me, and then suddenly it starts green from the right and goes over to the other side. This is weird, but this is what I just saw is a blue polo shirt, you know, with like the kids wear as uniforms to school. But it's a deep blue, like midnight navy blue. And it's on somebody with hair that's really dark. It's almost black. And then I see like fuzzy hearts, like stuffed animals, like like two huge ones. One's pink and the other's white. And then there's an elephant. He's facing to the left and his trunk is up. And then as soon as I saw the elephant, he turns into a white boa constrictor, which turns into a drum. Oh, you're being called down a really, really weird path, aren't you, love? And then there's a canoe. And it's wood, just so you know. And as soon as you get, so when I saw the canoe, and it looks like a Coleman canoe, but it's wood. So for that, you need to look up canoe, and then you need to look up what the symbolism of wood is. The symbolism of wood, I can just tell you right now, is something really grounding. It's really natural. It's getting you back onto a natural path. I don't know what the canoe stands for spiritually. So you guys, when I'm telling you these things and you're looking things up, you want to look up like purple, spiritual meaning, canoe, spiritual meaning, things like that. That's the way you look these up. So as soon as you get into the canoe, the water is like glass. It's smooth like glass. And as you get out and about the middle of this lake, river, whatever it is, it suddenly turns chaotic. And it's rocketing you. Everything in here is going to the left. Even though my eyes got pulled to the right at first, everything is going to the left. The left is the spiritual side of the body. It's the things that could happen, that should happen. It's things that are fated to happen. So that's why I said you're being pulled down a really intense, weird path. So, guys, if I read for you this evening, just know that these are a different kind of reading. Okay, these are the ones I usually only do in person, but I'm at a retreat here in Dallas. I'm hosting a shamanic retreat, and I've got 3 ladies here listening in person. So that's why I decided to do these this evening. Okay, I will do them again. It'll just be a little bit. These take a lot out of me, guys. I'm just letting you know, because channeling information is a lot different than just reading cards. Reading cards is easy. You can flip the cards over. You can see what's going on. With channeling information, it's just things that I get. It's images, it's colors, it's sounds, it's whatever. And so that's what I'm giving you. So when I'm giving you these, this information, it's kind of a logic puzzle. Okay, so you have to go through and research, canoe spiritual meaning. What I do when I do these for people is I write down the thing, I leave a couple spaces, and then I write down the next thing, and then I go through and I research, and this will literally give you a paragraph. So that's how these differ from other readings. So, all right, Miss Heather Hook, where are you at? So Heather, first of all, as soon as I tapped into your energy, girl, you're exhausted and you need to get some sleep. Like you're so tired, you're so exhausted lately. And what's funny, it's not even physical exhaustion. You are so mentally exhausted that when I tap into your energy, it feels like my whole face is being pulled like that. So this is not part of your reading, Heather, but here's what I want you to do. This will help you with that. Okay, guys. And for any of you guys that are having problems sleeping, shutting your mind off, etc., here is a very, very easy recipe that you can do. There's 3 ingredients in it. Okay. It will help relax you. It will help calm you down, and it will help you sleep. 1 part chamomile, 1 part lavender, 1 part rose. That's it. It smells fantastic. Tastes fantastic. Add a little bit of honey in. It will help you sleep, and it will help calm your mind where you can actually sleep. Okay. So, Miss Heather, there you go. So with you, I immediately saw a crown, and this is like the old school. It's not just like a crown like that. It's got the square at the bottom, and then the things that come up like that with the little cross on the top. And it's red in the middle, red velvet. And then I saw a tapestry, but it's like that with the 2 points at the bottom. It started off maroon and it turned to black. So if I'm telling you guys a color, the color is important. You need to write the color down and look up what the spiritual meaning of that color is. And I saw an earthworm. And then there was an oak tree, and the oak tree morphed into, I don't know what they're called. They're the trees in the savannah that come way up, and they almost have this blanket out like this. There's no limbs at all down here, and they're really light, and then the top is really dark, and they come out like a canopy. And then I saw a cheetah come at me like that. And then there's a dirt path, and it's really, really light tan dirt, and it leads off like this and then curves to the right, which is the physical side. So, Heather, that tree in particular, it's one that's found in Africa in the savannah. So you want to make sure you look up the different kinds of trees, but it's very, very tall and slim. There's no branches down below. It just has this huge canopy up on the top. So So I hope that helps you look it up, because that's a weird tree for me to see. It's a weird tree. It obviously has a specific meaning. So I can't really watch comments when I'm doing these, guys. So I have a great group of mods, so they will get all the information you need. And if they can't, please feel free to message the site. It probably will be tomorrow or Monday before somebody gets back to you, but I just want to let you know I love you too. All right, ready? So this is Ms. Jennifer Valverde. How are you guys? Thank you for the gifts. And I appreciate all you subscribers. You're so sweet. Thank you. So Jennifer has a full read. So here we go. So Jennifer, with yours, immediately I see water. And it's deep water, but it's somewhere tropical because the water is a beautiful turquoise color with tiny little white caps. Like I can see it moving, but it almost looks like a painting. And I see a weathered boathouse. It's white. It's like whitewashed. So here's the thing with that. That in particular, that little boathouse, it sits out in the middle of the water. There's no path up to it. And I can't go around and look at the front of it. The front of it faces out into the water. This is a place you're trying to get back to spiritually. It's a place that you've missed, that you felt it a couple of times before. It's just this happy, calm, beautiful place, and you're trying to find it again. Here's the thing. The path is there. It's just not being shown to you because it's almost as if you're pushing too hard. You're trying too hard to see the path to get back to the boathouse. Enjoy the water. Enjoy the water, because the water is what matters right now. All the turmoil, all the chaos, all the bullshit, all the strife, all of that sucks ass, but that's what matters right now, and that's what you need to enjoy. Enjoy these moments, because when you find the boathouse again, there's no going back to this time, and there are so many good things happening right now that you're missing because you're trying too hard to get to the boathouse. And I don't know who the man is with the big tooth smile, but he's been trying to tell you this. And whoever the lady is with the M name needs to hear it as well. And then it's funny, as soon as I saw the big M, and I said that morphed into a heron, like the blue heron. They're a type of a crane. And then there's a huge bass where the heron was. And then there's a lily pad. And then there's a big ring. It's either green or really deep turquoise. I don't know what stone it is in it, but it's important to you. It's your anchor. It's your anchor to here while you're enjoying the water. So, and I have the feeling that you don't know where it is. So there's a little square box. It's put back. I don't know if it's a TV. It's on a dresser. It's put back behind something black square. It looks like a TV. So Do you know what the ring is I'm talking about? Like I saw your comment there, but I didn't see the other part. So I'm kind of watching to see if I can see your comment. You don't know what the ring is? Okay. Well, maybe you just haven't found it yet. So let me describe the dresser in the box and the black thing in front of it. So the box is really small, maybe about like this, about like that. It's not a jewelry box. It actually is square, super square, and it closes. It actually closes. It clicks somehow. There is a whole bunch of shit in this box too. There's just random things. There is some bracelets, like friendship bracelets, you know, you make out of yarn. There's just shit. There's coins and there's keychains. It looks like a hodgepodge of stuff that was stuffed in here and forgotten about, but that ring is in there. That ring is in there. This dresser is in the corner of a room. There's a big window right here, and there is it almost looks like one of those super old TV VCR combos, but I don't think it is because I don't know what it is. It's just big and black, and it's about that big. But the box sits kind of whopper jawed. Like here's the big black thing, and it sits like that behind it. So it could be. All I know is that it's on top of a dresser or a box or something, and there's a window right here. So if you're looking at the dresser, the window is to the left. So, yeah. Nothing is wrong, Miss Kathy. Don't freak out. So, yeah. Don't freak out, Miss Kathy. I'm so sorry I worried you, honey. I didn't mean it that way. So I'm glad I saw your comment because now I feel bad that I worried you. I didn't mean anything by that, so don't freak out. You're welcome, sugar. Yes, Miss Jen, because that ring is in there and it's important. And what's funny is it's not even an expensive ring. But it's one, when you see it, it triggers something in you that you remember, and it's important. It's important for you to have, okay? Miss Tabitha Lovell, you're next. So I have Tabitha and then Travis. I have a lot longer list than that, guys. Don't freak out. I just got to like refresh this, but all right. So Tabitha, the first thing I see is a beach ball. And then there's an open book underneath it. It's like you're learning to have fun. It's really funny. You've been so logical for so long and so stuck in a set way that you're having to relearn and retrain your brain how to have fun. And then I see a figure 8, the infinity symbol, which is moving forever, moving forward forever. And then after the infinity symbol underneath it, there's a big loss there. There's a big hole. And then I see lace. This beautiful hand-woven strand of lace. And I can't remember what lace means spiritually, and I should because I've had to look it up repeatedly. And it's a really, really light lavender color. So lavender is a color of nostalgia, and it's a color of spirituality, but it's looking back on how you've grown up, how you've looked at everything spiritually. And then there's a bee. And then there's an alligator. And then there's a star. But the star is like, you know, when you see paintings of the sky, of a nebula, the star is like that. It's not like an actual star. It's like that. It's still a star. It's also really white, super, super bright white. And then behind it, over in here, is a really beautiful nebula. It lays on its side. It is oranges and greens. Orange, yellow, green. I don't remember what color the cat's eye nebula is, but it's interesting. But I'm seeing it from the side. Like, instead of looking at it straight on, like here's this star and I see it from the side here. So what I would say to look up with that is look up if it's not the cat's eye nebula, because like I said, it's orange on the outside, yellow in the middle, and green, turquoise green in the middle. And then there's a big, huge star right here that's important. So if you've been looking into star seeds, there you go. Gotta love this. If you've been looking into star seeds, there you go. That's what you're looking for. I have no idea why the music stopped, so it could go beep, beep in my face like that. Don't appreciate it. So, thank you for the dancing cactus. So I find it really funny that I saw that particular star, and it actually will probably drive me nuts until I know what nebula that is. Is what it is. I do private appointments and healings and so on. Oh my God, I can't handle it. That is so loud. Why suddenly it's telling me people are commenting on a TikTok video? I have no idea. I have never had that happen before. It is what it is. Weird shit happens when I do this shit. So I do in-person appointments and stuff, guys. If you message the site, then just know that either that SAS will get back to you and schedule an appointment. I think at this point I may be booking out past August. Just so you know, just so you're aware. Just so you're aware. All right, Travis. What's up? Hey, love, how are you? All righty. That's going to drive me up the wall. I don't know about y'all. Travis, as soon as I started pulling in your energy, I see glitter everywhere. And what's funny is before I started pulling in your energy and doing your reading, I had to shake something off. I don't know what's up lately. And I felt the need to only shake my right, which is something physical. So the glitter itself is light blue, like baby blue, sky blue. And it's like a whole poster of it. It's not loose glitter. That's important because it's structured happiness. That's going to drive me up the wall. Then I see a bright yellow cat. Just the head. It's funny. And it looks like an old Egyptian cartouche of a cat. But it's bright yellow, like mustard yellow. The cat morphs into I don't know what it is. It morphs into a type of snake. I'm trying to see if I can determine what kind it is, but I can't. It's black. It morphs from the yellow cat head into a black snake. Can't do that anymore. Break electronics when I do this shit. It is what it is, guys. Sorry. So when the cat morphs into the snake, Travis, it's like the cat goes like the head into the snake, and then the snake, its back is to me, and it goes away from me, and it's going up the steps of a temple. And with the temple, there are 2 humongous columns here, and then 3 small ones on each side. And the dirt, the sand around it is red. It's a deep, like red clay, red dirt, like that kind of red. Where's your soul been going, Travis? You've been traveling. You've been doing some shit. Be careful with traveling. Be careful with going too far. It's causing you health problems. It's causing you health problems here on your right. That's why I felt the need to do that. I don't think you realize you're doing it, but it's fun. And so your brain keeps doing it. Your soul keeps doing it. You need to have a chat with yourself. Boop, boop. So I can't get past the temple. I just keep seeing the temple, Travis. It's obviously really, really important. Really, really. Then there's a big elephant ear. You know what I'm talking about? The big, huge plants. And what's up with your mom? Because as soon as I saw the elephant ear, I was told to ask about your mom. I don't understand this. They're brown wooden beads. I mean, in my mind, I'm seeing them huge. I know they're not this big, but there's 4 of them in a row. I don't know what they're on. They're smooth and they're beautiful. They're soft. Like I just want to touch them and play with them. And then there's it's just a picture of a monk in yellow with the red, sitting cross-legged with his hands in his lap. Yeah, you've been traveling a lot, Travis. This is why you're exhausted. It feels like your brain is breaking. That's why. This is why you're exhausted lately. Something's unlocked and you're traveling in your sleep further than you've been traveling. So you're going to have to start protecting yourself, pulling yourself back just a little bit, if that makes sense. I know it does. And I know your brain, Travis. I know it made sense. So I'm going to attempt to turn whatever this notification is off because I'm going to go absolutely insane. Thank you, Miss Molly. I appreciate that. Maybe. I don't even know how to turn the damn thing off. So when I do channelings like this, guys, even when I'm doing them in private, I can do these in private for you. See, I'm not even logged into TikTok on here. There's no reason it should be doing this. Coolsies. Okay. Electronics tend to do stupid shit. Is what it is. All right, then. Miss Carrie Rivers, you ready? What's even funnier is now I keep getting the thing that the network connection is unstable. So if you guys aren't being able to catch it on TikTok here, then it's streaming on YouTube right now too. I'm just saying I tend to break electronics when I do this stuff. It is what it is. All right. Okay, good. I'm glad you understood that, Travis. I knew you would. Some of you guys, I know enough that I can say the weird stuff like, what's up with your brain? And you get it. You get it. There's the connection issues again. Gotta love it. All the connection issues. I'm just waiting. Waiting for my list to load back again. And I don't know if I'm frozen on TikTok, but the comments, yeah, the comments aren't working. So let me see if I'm frozen on YouTube. Nope. There you guys are on YouTube. Yay. So if and when I come back up on TikTok, I highly recommend y'all go to YouTube. At least YouTube is kind of working. This is driving me up the wall. There we go. There we are. There we are. So I'll tell you what, guys, just what I was saying. It's kind of a good thing I had to pause here for a minute because apparently, yeah, YouTube seems to be doing okay. So if TikTok keeps freezing up, guys, and you're still waiting on a reading, you might go over to YouTube. I've been paying attention. The comments are still going on YouTube. I'm still seeing, you know, the movement and so on. I tend to break electronics when this happens. It just is what it is. Not really break them, but short circuit them. Does that make sense? So yeah. Yep. All right. Miss Carrie Rivers, you ready? Ready. All right. There's Travis. Did you hear everything, Travis? That was kind of my first yawn. I thought it was going to be a yawn, but it did not become a full yawn. So we'll count that as half for those of y'all that are counting. Okay. All right. All right. Miss Carrie. So first of all, I saw a huge letter W. And it went from yellow to orange. And then I saw a dog walk up to me, and as soon as I acknowledged the dog, and it's just kind of a shaggy dog, just a mutt, but as soon as it walked up to me and I acknowledged it, it turned around and walked off to follow it. You have so many signs that are hitting you right now that are trying to get you to follow something, to follow a path, to go this way, to go that way. Like, I don't know if you're not seeing them, if you're not paying attention, or if you're not. I think that you're looking for these massive signs, and they're not. They're little bitty signs. In fact, the vast majority of them come in the form of animals. The dog is important. You've seen this dog before. He's one of those kind of mutt dogs that has the real wire hair, and he's almost like literally you'd call him yellow. You've seen him before. He's got one ear, this ear, so his left ear sticks up, and his right ear kind of hangs down just a little bit. He's trying to show you something. I have a feeling that you see him in your dreams. And then there's a huge truck. Nothing specific about it. It's just a huge truck. And it's moving to the left. And you had a lotus open like that. And there's sand dunes. So sand is important. Getting past the dunes is important. Something keeps pulling you back down. It's almost like you're walking up the dunes and you just keep sliding back down. You're trying to go up the wrong You're trying to go up the wrong thing. You're trying to move forward in the wrong way. And I don't know what's up with the cold. I just got really cold. So, Miss Carrie, the signs that are trying to lead you down the path you're supposed to be on are hitting you all the time, and they're mainly animals. But for some reason, you keep shoving yourself down this other path that you're not meant to go on. And that's why every time you feel like you move forward, you slide right back down the path. All right, Miss April Anderson, you ready? Woo, there's a good yawn. There's 1.5. There y'all are, 1.5. All right, Miss April Anderson, I'm going to prop my feet up real quick. These things are making me hungry. I'm fixing to eat all the food I can find when I get done with these. Y'all have no idea. All right. Sorry, Isabel. I don't mean to make you yawn too. It happens. Welcome to the Bodhi Show. All right, Miss April. I saw a whole bunch of turquoise circles. Bright, bright turquoise. Interlocking. 5 of them. So there's 5 things with you in particular. The circle itself is old perfection, ancient perfection. These are things in your life that were already perfect, that you, for some reason, you're trying to change. And then there's a koi fish, white with orange. And then there's a beta, and this one's blue. Beautiful bright blue. So the koi was swimming in a circle, but the beta is swimming to the right. And then there's a wasp in a nest. A bird nest, not a wasp nest. I guess I should clarify. But the bird nest is empty. And as soon as I saw the bird nest empty, there's a light blue egg that appeared over here on the right. Yeah, there's a fly in here. He's buzzing all around my face. So as soon as I saw the egg, everything went black for just a minute. So black is important. And then there's a fire engine. And it's moving to the left. There's some, it's almost like there's a spiritual emergency around you. Not with you, but around you, like that you're coming up to. What's funny is the fire engine goes that way, but then going straight forward is a car, a blue car. Has nothing to do with that, but it's just, that's what I saw next. And there's a huge old building, old hotel. So the car is headed there. The car is you. You're on this path headed towards this place. The hotel is important because it's a place where there are a lot of memories stored. So there are some things spiritually with you that you've forgotten about. You have to get back in touch with those things. I have a feeling that you've been having some very, very weird dreams, and a lot of them involve a place that you remember but don't. It's like you remember it, but you kind of don't at the same time. Everything seems familiar. You keep going to this place in your dreams because this is where you've you've stored some spiritual things of yours. Ooh, second yawn. There you go. 2.5. You've stored these things in this house, and this is why dream-wise you keep going there. Don't be afraid to go in. Nothing in there is going to hurt you. It's your house. It's your hotel. It's where you've stored these things. So, Miss April, when you're having these dreams, don't be afraid to go in the place. Don't be afraid. Nothing in there is going to hurt you. It's yours. It's literally yours. It's where all your spiritual memories have been kept. So you're getting there a different way each time, but you're always ending up there. So yeah, you're always ending up there. There's obviously a lot of things that you've lost touch with yourself. So the next time you have that dream, hopefully you'll be able to switch to the lucid dreaming, because in your mind you're going to remember, okay, this is my house, this is my hotel, this is my place. So you have a lot of things in there. Like, it's literally packed. It's literally packed in there. So it's a lot, girl. It's a lot. All right, Miss Susan, you ready? Mods, you guys are doing a great job this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Susan. So when I first pulled into your energy, Susan, it's this huge, beautiful green, and then it morphed into grass, which is underneath a whole bunch of trees. Keep on researching the Celtic part of your practice. This forest is important. Because the reason I say Celtic is because as soon as I saw the forest, there was the overlay of this beautiful, I can't remember what it is, not the triquetra, because it's got a whole bunch of other things in the middle, but it's gold. It's got, point here, and point here, but it's got a whole other Celtic knot overlaid on the top of it. And then I see gold cord, like just a beautiful gold cord. But it's loose. It's not tying anything, which tells me that you've unbound something that you had chose, and you got bound up in it, and then you realized that you literally had the scissors. What's funny, as soon as I saw the cord and I talked about cutting it, there was a beautiful purple ribbon, and it's spiral. It's a spiral. So the spiral is important. What's different about this ribbon is, even though it's a spiral, it's loose. And then there's a blue rug, like a magic carpet. But it's blue with white tassels. And I don't know why Saudi Arabia is important, but Saudi Arabia is important. And then there's a swamp. And then there's a pair of pants. And the pants are brown, like they're made out of the ground. It's almost like you've gotten completely ungrounded and then you reground yourself really crazy. And then there's red arrows, just the tops of them though, like just the chevron pointing up. There's 3 of them, and then there's 3 pointing to the right. And then there's an egg, just a regular chicken egg. And then there's a circle. It looks like it's made out of either stones like quartz, or it's made out of salt, one or the other. So you need to make sure you're protecting yourself and going forward. And then there's a lunar moth. And as soon as I focused on the moth, it's closed its wings and then it flew away. So that was a lot of weird shit, Susan. I love seeing the weird shit. It means you got homework. All right, so I have Miss Jennifer Forch next. So let me refresh this to make sure that I got everybody on here. All right, Miss Jennifer, you ready? Because it's going to take this forever to refresh. Did y'all notice, because I just realized, did y'all notice that as soon as I try to log into my computer on TikTok and I realize I'm not logged in on TikTok, it stopped giving me those notifications? I'm just saying what I'm saying. I just fucked myself. All right. That's what I get for noticing it. That's what I get for noticing it. All right. Here we go, Jennifer. So the first thing I saw was a newspaper. Nothing in particular on it, just a newspaper. And then there's a window. And the window is in a very, very tall building, but it is an old-fashioned window with like the double sides with the frame in the middle and the big ornate things up on the top. And it's looking out over a big city, and it's absolutely beautiful. The sun is shining. There's an elm tree. And there's a big salt block. I almost thought this was a bee at first, but it's just the stripes. It's just like a big bumblebee butt. It's just a black and yellow stripe. But it started off as a bee, so we're going to say bee, and then the color black, and then the color yellow. So the bee is one thing, then the color black, then the color yellow. And there's a jar in it with money. Quit manifesting money for everybody else, Jennifer. It is okay for you to manifest money for yourself, girl. You got to live too. It's funny, as soon as I said that, there were 3 big explosions, like bombs that dropped. And don't take that bad, guys. It's just there's 3 different aspects of your life that have to change. And the universe knows that they have to change, so you don't have a choice in them changing. It's going to be something that you can't undo it. Does that make sense? It's almost like when you have a relationship that's really, really bad, and you just keep going back and back and back and back, and then finally the universe is like, all right, I'm moving this bitch like 2 other countries. That's the kind of change this is. So don't take those explosions as something bad. It's just 3 things in your life that are fixing to change. And I think you've seen the signs for a long time. You've seen the flags, you've seen the warnings and everything else, but you've got your ears covered and your eyes covered. You might be just a little stubborn. I feel you. High five. So after those 3, there's this beautiful bush that I'm seeing, but the leaves of it are almost navy blue. They're deep, deep purpley blue. I have no idea what this bush is. but I need one. Then there's peonies, big pink peonies. Then daisies. And then a snake that quickly turned into a frog. So once those things are moved out of your life, love, your path starts going faster and faster and faster. So you're going to have your big kid pants on, because those things started showing like bam, 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 bam. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Jennifer, you need to get ready for that, because once those things are removed out of your life, you're not going to get to sit down. I'm just letting you know, you're not going to get to sit down. Just, yeah, bam, 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 bam. So had to move slightly there. My booty was getting numb on this chair. That's what happens when you go other places. The chairs are not your normal comfortable chair, and then your booty goes numb. So is what it is. All right. Miss Lorianne Brown, how are you? I can't wait to come to Seattle, because I hope you know I'm going to hug the shit out of your neck. Like your head may be smaller or larger. I guess if you hug the shit out of someone's neck, then their head gets bigger, because technically all the stuff goes up into the head, right? I'm just saying. I just adore your little self. So I can't wait to hug your little neck. Ooh, your dad's been back around with a crazy amount of energy lately, hasn't he? Because before I could even get to your energy, I see the clock and the white shelf and the candy dish. He's so funny. He is definitely a creature of habit. It's like, but what's funny is when I saw that, it was like whoosh, like this cold air. He came just rushing back in a couple of days ago, didn't he? So with you, Lori, I saw after he came in, it's important. He's there. Something is important. And I saw one of the old white dresses from, the 70s, 80s, etc. Everybody used to put us in when we were little, that they thought looked cute, with the puffy sleeves and the lace at the bottom. And then there's a red car, a red sports car. Not one in particular, just the red and the car are important. And it's going like this. But here's what's funny, because it's not that I need to tell you it's going to the right. It's actually going to the north and the east. And then there's the pentagram of everything being protected in one circle. And then there's a pink raven. It's the first time I've ever seen a pink raven. And it's like a bubblegum pink color. And as I saw the raven, it was looking to the left, and it turned its head to the right. And then there's a castle, and it's made out of gray stone, and there's ivy all over it. The ivy is important too. It's English ivy. So guys, if I'm telling you a plant, it's because there's some spiritual connection, spiritual meaning behind that plant that's important. And then I just saw a bolt of linen. So linen is important, whatever the spiritual meaning of linen is. There's also a river. Just the water is important, and it's flowing the same way as the car was going, the north and the east. So guys, each direction is also associated with certain things. So when I tell you something about a direction, that's important as well. All right, Miss Leanne, you ready? Trying to see if I can see who's where so I can try to watch. I can't really watch for too much, but all right. Ready, Miss Leanne? So I have Leanne, I have April, I have Melissa Bishop, Veronica Delgado, Chelsea Smart. What the hell are you up to, girlie? How the fuck are you? Jenny McCarty, Colleen Shreve, Edwina Fryman, and Carrie Beeman. And I'll refresh to make sure there's no others, but those are the last ones on my list tonight, guys. And then I'm probably going to like slither into the floor and pass out. Actually, I'm going to go eat all the carbs. There you are, Chelsea. What you been up to? How the fuck are you? Sorry. Some of you guys I miss when I don't see you in my lives for a little while. Then you come back in. It's probably a good thing that you're not here in person, so I don't hug your neck and make your head pop like Lori's. Just saying. Okay. Focus. Miss Leanne, ready? Resting your soul. Aw. I'm sorry, sugar. It's good for your soul to rest sometimes. I don't ever do it, but it's good for your soul to rest, I've heard. Oh no, I'm eating all the carbs, Kelso. All the carbs. All right. Here we go, Miss Leanne. Kelso, you of all people should know not to tell a Capricorn not to do something. Capricorns, Aries, and Virgos, you do not tell those bitches not to do something. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All right. So, Leanne, first thing I see with you is a bed, meaning you need rest. The bed itself is kind of a lavender color. I don't know what this flower is. It's almost the same color lavender, but it's only got 4 petals and a little yellow center. I know they're all over. Like I see them all over Oklahoma. They're a little wildflower. I don't know what they are though. It's not lavender. It's a darker purple. And then there's a white rose. And then there's a staff. And then there's an arrow, and it's shooting to the right. And there's an eye. And there's a boot. It's a big, huge work boot. You know who this is. He's hijacking your shit, Leanne. He's checking on you. There's a big, huge brown work boot, blue shirt, blue work shirt. And then I see the fish carved into the desk again. And then I see an ink pen. White. It's like one of the old Bic, the white Bic ink pens, like the good ones. There's a message. There's something. Is it something he wrote you? Do you still have something he wrote you? So I don't know what this is, but I just saw it's a pillow, like a little throw pillow, but it's got dark green, like a dark green line like this. And then it's got, bright green, like grass green. And then it's got emerald green or forest green circles above that. I don't know. what that is or why that's important, but that's what I just saw. This is really funny. Well, I say really funny, it's just interesting. I just saw like the old school picture of Jesus where he's sitting like this with his face up, looking at the light. So this has to do with your faith, Leanne. It's okay to walk more than one path. And then I just saw a crystal goblet. And then a big strand of wooden beads. So, all right. I don't know if any of that made sense, Leanne, but there you go. I don't know what the pillow is, but it was very, very vivid, and it's like almost a crochet type pillow. I don't know what that is. So hopefully that made sense to you. It's the first time I've ever seen a pillow like that, but it's also the first time I've ever seen a pink raven with somebody too. So there's that. Yeah. All right. Miss April, you ready? Ready? You're welcome, love. That was yawn number 4, y'all. So, all right, April, I'm going to say this, and I don't want you to freak out because there's a meaning behind it, okay? The first thing I saw with you was an old, like the old school handmade wooden coffins, like literally a pine box, because there is a part of you that has to be done with. I'm trying to figure out the better way to say that. It's a part of you, it's an old part of you that you need to let go of. You've already been letting go. It's not even hanging on anymore. It's just you hanging on to it because it's who you have been for so long. It's almost hard for you to completely cut that tie, but it has to be cut. You already know the box is waiting for it. What's funny is the only person that's grieving this part of you is you. It seems like it's a bigger deal than it really is, but it is to you. So here's what I recommend is have a funeral for it. And then with you, I saw daisies, beautiful white daisies. And then cigars. Okay, a big cigar. Let me just say it that way. The lady in the red suit keeps popping up and putting her red suit right in my face, and I can't concentrate. So there you go. I acknowledged her red suit. And I see a railing and you kind of leaning to look over the railing, but you're afraid to because you know you're going to be pulled over. It's not time to look over the railing yet. Because underneath the railing is part of the void that you are about to walk through. But it's not time. The void is not ready for you. It's not that you're not ready for the void. The void is not ready for April. You have to learn to focus because what I saw was you, and it's like this pinpoint laser accuracy. That's where you have to get first. Otherwise, you're not going to learn the things that you need to learn when you're walking through the void this time. Because it's not hard lessons, it's April lessons. I saw a pink square. Really, really light pink, like baby pink. And I saw bright green, fresh green grass. And a gold coin, and on top of the coin is it looks like rice, but on top of the rice is something else. It's almost like all of these things mean abundance, and they're stacked on top of each other. It's almost like gold foil. Okay. It's a very, very weird stack of things to see, but all of those things mean abundance. I do think it's funny that the void is not ready for you yet, because the void usually doesn't give a shit. So apparently you and I need to have a talk tomorrow, April. I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All righty. Miss Melissa Bishop. I don't know where you are, if you're over here on TikTok or if you're on YouTube, but here we go. I like that. There you are. Yarn number 5 started off. So the first thing I see with you is a whole bunch of letters, and they're just in a pile. It's like somebody took a whole bunch of the, the big clear letters that you put on a sign, lit up sign. They took those and just threw them in a pile. So it's like literally chaos, confusion. And it doesn't mean chaos and confusion in life. It's something having to do with words. Trouble finding your words, trouble finding how to express things. And then there's a gold chain, like a necklace. And there's a beautiful black dress, but it's made of black feathers. And there's a pair of bright red heels. And then a bust of Medusa. And then a turtle. This is one of the turtles like you would see in Hawaii. One of the artwork turtles, I'm talking about, with the white writing, the white lines on its back. And then there's a tiki head. And then there's a conch shell. And then there's a shark, and in particular it's a mako shark. Its teeth are everywhere. And it's funny, as soon as I describe the teeth, it's like a humongous great white swam right up behind it. Like it was going to eat it and then stopped. And then there's a submarine behind the great white. So, Miss Melissa, once you get through this confusion with finding your voice, you're absolutely going to be stepping into your feminine power. You just have to own it. I can't wait for you to look those up. I know what the majority of those things mean. I can't wait for you to look those up and get the message yourself. One of the things I love about doing readings like this, especially when I'm just giving you the information and you're looking it up, is that very quickly you're going to see the message as you start looking up these different things and what they mean. Very, very quickly, you're going to see the message. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Melissa. All right, Miss Veronica, you ready? So I have Veronica, Miss Chelsea Smart, Jenny, Colleen, Edwina, and Carrie. All right. I'll refresh just to make sure because, you know, sometimes Wix is an asshole. All right, Veronica. So the first thing I saw was jade. There you are over here on YouTube. I looked over just at the right time, huh? So the first thing I saw was a piece of jade. And then the color turquoise. And then gold. And then silver. And then lapis. And then tennis shoes. Brand new ones. And then I saw a dirt path, like a dirt road, but it turns into concrete and then to asphalt. Like it's just continually upgrading itself. And then bamboo. And these beautiful, beautiful green mountains with fog over them. And there's a red triangle. The red triangle turned into the red roof of a temple. The ends of the temple, as it's an Asian temple, the ends of the temple curve up like this. The walls themselves are white. There's gold accents on it. Where the edges curve up like that, there is a bell, gold bell that hangs there. It's important for you to find that building. I say temple. It's a building, but it's a very old building. It's really beautiful. So after that is grapes. Purple ones. Like red grapes, I guess. And then titanium. And then a giraffe. I thought that's what I saw. I had to make sure. And then there's a rhinoceros. And then a white lion. Oof. Veronica, you got all kinds of animals, weird animals in there. Color, animal. Whew. I had to try to look twice to figure out if that was actually a giraffe. I was like, wait, what? Because it was like all this stuff in a building and then titanium and then here's a giraffe head. Like, what the fuck, man? Okay. The universe thinks it's funny sometimes. I'm sure that has a very intense meaning to it because that was such a huge shift, but that was kind of funny. All right, Miss Chelsea Smart, you ready? And you're missing it, Veronica, on TikTok. Tiffany is putting giraffe heads up. All right. I have Chelsea, Jenny. Now, Tiffany, she's got the full giraffe over here. You've just got the head. She's got the full giraffe. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All righty. Here we go. Miss Chelsea Smart. You're welcome, Miss Veronica Love. So funny. The first thing I saw for you, I almost thought it was a piece of cheese, but it's just a yellow square. I'm hungry, so my brain went, that's cheese. It is literally not. It's a yellow square. But it is, instead of being set like that, it's set like that. And then there's a red circle. You're being very, very matter of fact with your path in your life right now. And there are cattails. And my 60 on. Then there's a totem pole. And a green robe. And the underside of the green is purple. It's like this beautiful emerald green on the outside, and then it's literally turned inside out in purple. And there's a huge wave. Not damaging or anything like that, just one wave. And a dolphin. And a surfboard, and then a sailboat. And then a spider. And then a garter snake. And then a strawberry. And then a butterfly. So, it's a lot, Chills. It's a lot, girl. You see those things often in life or dreams. So, guys, if you've got a reading from me this evening, like, you have homework after this, so you need to take your list of things, or whatever I gave you, and look up the spiritual meaning of each of those things. It will give you a very long message. Okay. So, all right, Miss Jenny McCarty, you ready? You're on number 9. Or wait, was that 10? Who's counting? Who's counting? All right, Miss Jenny, here you go. So there is a black Jaguar. And what's funny is I just saw its face first, and then I saw it up in a tree, just laying there, like it's lost its hunting drive lately. And then there's a humongous dress. It's like a princess dress, and it's gold. And there are green combat boots underneath it. And a green crown. And then I see tile, black, white, black, white, black, white. That right there is telling me that you're looking for balance. There is something that's out of balance. It's flipping back and forth from one to the other, one to the other. There's a strand of purple pearls. And a safety pin. And then a blank piece of paper. So once you find that balance, it's going to be easy for you to kind of write your own ticket. And then there's a monkey, a little baboon. And there's a pair of sunglasses. And there's a pair of overalls. And a big sheet of turquoise paper. And it's funny, as soon as I said the turquoise paper, it's like it melted. Like you were doing something with the paper to get rid of something. Whether it was a gift or something you no longer wanted. And then there's a huge bag of salt. And bay leaves. Well, you're manifesting some shit. And then there's an umbrella and it's purple. And it's spinning clockwise. And there's jelly beans. Every single one of the jelly beans is red. Thought I was going to get more besides the jelly beans, but that's it. So now I want jelly beans. Thanks, Jenny. Now I want jelly beans. Appreciate that. Alrighty. So Miss Colleen. We've got Colleen, Edwina, and Carrie. And apparently this fly is going to continue to fly around my face and make it known in YouTube, but not TikTok. So just what it is. All right, Miss Colleen. So there is a single wooden chair, like the old school, very square. And then an apple. And then a banana. And then a trout. Just a regular trout, not rainbow, just a regular trout. And there's a loaf of bread, but it gets split in half. It just breaks on its own. Nobody touches it. And for some reason, there's the Thames River in London. And there's a canyon. What's the huge rock down in the southwest? It's just way up like that. It looks like something's clawed down the side of it. You know what I'm talking about? There it is again. That's what happens. Alrighty. Yeah, we gotta get the music back. Not even logged in on YouTube. It is what it is. Don't understand why this is doing this again. Alrighty. Don't you guys on YouTube tell me how bad the picture was? Huh? All right, Colleen. Just gonna, it is what it is, which means TikTok will probably go out in a minute too, guys. I'm just letting you know. So after that is a flame, but it's a really, really bright orange flame. And there's a golden heart. And then there's a green stone path, and it's like green glass. And then there's water, and the water at first is really rough, and then it calms down very quickly. I'm curious about some of that, Colleen. That's really interesting there. A lot of you guys have had stuff that I probably can never listen to this YouTube because I'm going to want to go back and research every single one of them for you. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Because I love doing these. I love doing them for people. And yeah, it's a little crazy. I'm almost afraid to try to turn the music back on because I already know it's going to trigger the YouTube or the TikTok comments that are, told you. All right, no music it is. Sorry, guys. All right, Miss Edwina, you ready? Colleen, you got some interesting things to research. I'm just saying. All right, Miss Edwina, here we go. So yours starts off with a white horse. It's an Arabian. It has beautiful long hair. And then there is a golden pyramid. And a green circle. And then an orange circle over it. And then there's a red car, and it's moving to the left really quickly. And then there's an envelope. And then just a sheet of purple, just beautiful purple, like a royal purple color. And there's like a mussel shell, you know, the ones you can pull apart, or a clam shell, the ones you can pull apart. And inside is a humongous pearl. And then there's a ship, big wooden ship filled with treasure that you have buried. It includes my laptop. Just kidding. In the ship itself, the only way that you're going to get back into it to unload all of those things is to bust a hole in the side. Like, you are going to have to bust the hole in the side for everything to spill out. And there's a pink ribbon. And a golden frog. And a little beetle. I'm going to say he's that green-black color. It's not one of the pincher beetles or anything like that. It's just a beetle. And then there's a toothpick. There's a candle. It's like everything around it is black. So the candle is the only thing there. And then there's an open door. So for those of you guys that are just joining, because I see so many of you just joining, I'm doing shamanic channeled messages. So when I'm doing one of these for somebody, it's pulling in imagery and colors and things like that. And then it's kind of like you're getting homework with your reading, because these are messages that are just for you. And yeah, so then you get to go through and look up what these mean to you. Some of these things mean something different to me than they would to you. And some of them, as soon as I say them, you're going to know exactly what they are. Other times people are like, I have no damn clue what that is. So don't feel bad. I've been doing these a long time. This is the first time I've ever done them live like this, but I do them for people all the time. And there's still things that I'm like, I don't know what that means. I have to Google it. So my last person on my list tonight is Miss Carrie Beeman. You ready, Miss Carrie? I'm so glad. I'm so glad you can't wait to dig into that, love. I love your name. Love yourself. Toot, 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 toot. All right, Carrie, here we go. So you have a really, really pale blue. I would say a baby blue. Then you have lavender, the color. And you have a black line. On the other side of the line, you have the color yellow. And then there are green beans. And there's a hand, the right hand. And it's like I saw the hand like this, and then all of a sudden it was like that, and there are coins falling into the hand. And there's a green glass bead. Well, actually, it's a sphere, green glass sphere. And I know it's glass because I can see through it. It's really, really clear. And then there's sand on the beach, but there's no water. Like the ocean should be there, but there's no water. It's just sand. And there's a starfish and a jellyfish. But the jellyfish is kind of deflated. He's just laying on the sand. And there's a cedar tree, a big, huge one. And then two eyes. It's funny, the eyes started off red and then turned normal. And the last thing is, it's funny, you know, those kids' toys that it's like a line of beads and you pull them and you can make them do all kinds of weird things. It's like that, but they were all silver, big, huge silver beads. And as they went like that, it's almost like they form words, but not quite. So, Miss Carrie, I think you should try your hand at light writing. I'm just saying. So, Those were some interesting things. Those were some interesting things. All the things. Very wide array of things. So with that, since Miss Carrie was the last one on my list there, if my thing will ever upload, because I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody. So for those of you guys that are just joining, I'm just finishing up these reads. Tomorrow evening, of course, is Warrior Reiki. I will get it put on my schedule. Just am not sure what time we will be home yet because we have some things to do on the way home. But if you guys are in Texas, especially in the Austin area, a week from today, I will totally be in your neck of the woods. I will be at the Oddities and Curiosities Convention in Austin next Saturday. And the weekend after that, I'll be in Oklahoma City. So y'all don't want to miss me. Don't miss all of the wonderful little videos there. I will make sure to put some more out. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook so you can see all the goodies and all the things. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys on YouTube, I'm going to let you go first. And I'm so sorry that you kind of got to see up my nose a little bit this evening. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on YouTube later.